What's up, YouTubers? Today I'll bring a deck report on the gold patterns. Now, this gold pattern is different from what most people have. Most people will have Gurguit with Ezo or Spectrudu and even with Palanor. But this build is based on Gurguit and Liberator Zenith. I know you can't really combine Liberators with Gurguit since most of the card in Liberator needs the name. But I made this deck work and it's pretty good because if you want to try to stall you or on grade 2 game or your playing is, let's say, Link Joker. I mean, I don't have Ezo. I couldn't find any of them. But then with Zenith, it's playable since you could always leave a column open. Since Zenith skill, you basically attack with the right and then Zenith Living Break, bring that unit to the bottom deck, call a new one. So you always have a circle that's empty. So your opponent can't really do anything to it. Plus, this deck has some resist, not a lot, but good enough for you to play the game with against Link Joker. So let's get on started. For starting Vanguard, we have Koi. At least that's what I think it's called. GB1 Unite. After you unite, you could put this into the soul and look at top 3. Superior card 1, shuffle the rest into the deck, then that unit gains 2k. It just helps you to set up as a free unit. It's like the Liberator one and the Spring Breeze Messenger. It says that it's pretty late. You need a GB1, but it's good since you have the Scorch Point, I believe that's right. Gains 5k, so it help you gain more power. Then main grade 3 we play Rising Sun Gurguit. GB2 skill is Counter Boss 1, Soul Boss 1. You could look at top 5, yeah, top 5, and then choose a card to guard. So if you're playing the OPG and you're playing Diablo on you, you could just look at top 4. If you get a PG, you can nullify the attack, no problem. Because Diablo says no guarding from hand, but nothing about guarding from deck. So GB2 skill is help you to guard something with card restrict on hand. Second skill is on stride. Whenever you stride, you could counter boss 1 and look at top 4 to superior call 1. Shuffle the deck, then that unit gains 2k. So it help you set up, and if you have a Scorch Point as a Vanguard, both unit gains 5 and that unit gains 7 since the strike skill, which is pretty nice. Then moving on, we play 3 Zenith. I only run 3 because usually you go on Gurguit, so this is just backup if you don't hit it. Has a nice limit break. I mean, I try to fit as much Liberator as possible in this deck so that if I actually ride on this and I have Liberator in the damage zone for me to use, that's basically it. You just, if you don't you can't stride, at least you have a limit break to work. And if your opponent keep stalling on grade 2, you have limit break to go against them. Then moving on to grade 2, we play 1 Blaster Bay Liberator. I mean, why not? It's avatar of the deck. Anyway, if you're a fan of gold pattern, Royal or Shadow, usually Shadow you play Blaster Dog a lot, but Royal or Gold, you try to play 1. I mean, if you're a fan of it, play 1 just because of the name, and most of the other Liberator are not that good anyway, so 1 of this is fine. You ride into it, or you could call it, doesn't matter, you could guard with it. Then we'll play 4 Galatine, not Gansalot, my bad. Liberator name, 10k, no skill. I only play it because of the name. Because the other Liberator stuff needs to have a Liberator Vanguard. If you don't hit it, then they're useless. I'd rather have a 10k vanilla. So that's why I run 4 of it. Then moving on to grade 2, we play 3 of this AK on flip. It has resist on it. And I feel like you need to counter boss a lot. So 3 is good. It helps you to do your attack. The AK is not a big problem since your strike skill and your strikes usually gains power to it. So AK is not a big deal. Then moving on, we'll play 3 of this new grade 2. It's better than Palomar, I believe. That grade 2. I only run 3 though because it costs a soul. Skill is Counterboss 1, Soul Boss 1. When this plays on rare, you could look at top 3, Superior Call 1, then put the rest to the bottom deck. Unlike Palomar, Palomar needs to call it in the same column. No, same row. Yeah, same column, not same row. Same column, this could call it anywhere. So, better, but the only problem costs a soul. And if you have a Gurguit Vanguard, both unit gains 3k, which help you to boost up your power. That's why I run 3. And then I run 2 Palomar. I still run 2 because sometimes you don't have that soul and you want to call a unit out from it. Palomar is still a better choice. It's still a good choice. Not that bad. It helps you set up your field as well. Instant Unite. Same thing as a grade 2 on the next to it. Then moving on to grade 1s, we have 4 the new PG. I don't play old PG, I play this new one. I know you lose the Gurguit skill on PG, but I run this because you want more unit to call, and this PG allows you to call it, and it allows you to reset your board. Let's say you have Galatine, Blaster Blade in one column, and you call this PG from deck. You could bounce one back to the bottom deck, and then at the end of the turn, this unit bounce back to your hand. So, which is pretty free. It lets you instant have a PG to your hand, and you set up your board again. Like if your board is bad, you could replace, you could change it up without retiring anything. That's why I play for this instead of the old one. Then moving on to grade 1, we play 3 Shy Father, just to help you shy. Nothing else. I mean, if you want to search for Gurguit, you can, but not that much of a point. You don't have to. Then we play 3 Sunshine Knight, Jeffrey. For that soul and to draw a card to your hand, since this deck doesn't have draw trigger, you don't run draw. You want that hand. Then moving on, we play 3 Afterglow Liberator. I don't know the back name. It's a bad card, but you play it just for the name and it helps you to get a power boost. So let's say you shy skill, you call this, then you call any of the grade 2 that allows you to call a unit, and you call PG. You can call PG out and bounce this back. You already give the power to 2 units, so this card kind of useless, and PG can just bounce it for free. Then moving on for triggers, we play 4 Liberator Crit, just for the name, and 2 Gurguit Crit. If you top deck triggers like 3 trigger, you rather call something with a skill. So you could call this, and then when your Vanguard with Gurguit in name attacks, you at least could use it. If you call Ebona, I mean, you try to call PG, so you could bounce it back. Other than that, there's not much about the crit. Then we play 3 of the stand trigger. Unite 7k, lets you counter charge too. And 3 of the Liberator stand trigger. I played 3 of this because if you actually top deck triggers, this Liberator one lets you go back to deck and then look at top 3 again. So for another call. Help with Scotch Point. Scotch Point gains another 5k for free, but you lose the 5k on this unit, but you rather shuffle it back since it's a trigger. Then we play 4 heal trigger. Liberator name also. G-Guard and heal damages, that's it. Then moving on for strides, we have our new card and main card to shy. Skill is Counterboss 1 if this is Unite. When this attacks, you could bounce 2 of your unit back to the bottom deck and look at top 7. For each face-up G-Zone, for each face-up card in your G-Zone, you could call that much. The first time you shy into this, you can only call 1, and if you call 3 or more from that top 7, you get to counter charge 1 and soul charge 1. So it helps you to do multiple attack, even though they're pretty weak since they don't gain like a 2k or something from it. But still good card. Not bad. I like it a lot. I use this a lot. Even though you could only use it twice, but I usually go into this a lot. Like the first time I try, I will go into this. And I probably go into this again during the 3rd or 4th stride. Then moving on, we have 2 Scotch Point. Powerhouse. huge attack to your opponent, and also usually our finisher, cause power is higher than Scotch Point. Your whole board gains power. That's why you usually win with this. If you don't, you probably lose because you're pushing everything to it, and you can't really save anything for it. Then we play 2 Spirit Cross. I still play 2, because if you don't have a board at all, and you can't really call 2 unit, because your hand's like low. This helps you set up your board again by just using 2 counterblast, which you kind of charge with this deck a lot because of the stand trigger and the grade 2. So you have enough to use the skill. Then we play 1 Iglumbris. Just there, I mean, I hardly go into it, but it helps. Sometimes you do go into it. And then 1 Sea Breeze. Sea Breeze just for there, if you're on Gurguit and you're playing grade 2 you, at least you have something to strive for your GB1 skills. Then moving on for G Guardians, we have 2 Slay Me Flare and 2 of the Fighter Collection one. It works fine. I usually use Swords Me Flare more because you want to change your board, so you could just bounce one back to the deck and then next turn have a better call and set up your field again. The other one, it's okay. I mean, 20k shield, not that bad. So there you guys have it. Hope you guys like it, and I will see you guys next time.